What up, y'all? It's your boy, Coach D Matthews, aka DEEKNOWS. I'm gonna be really quick with this. I want to show you guys how I create visual trailers for my audio drama podcast. My audio dramas. If you new to audio dramas, they are an emerging platform which started before the 1940s, where people used to sit around the radio and play different stories. They had sound effects. It was all audio. And then the emergence of TV came. Everybody wanted to watch TV. It was entertaining, great. Movies were a blockbuster hit. Coming up, then moving to the 80s, we had action stars. You go to movies to see all the big celebs. And then when 2000s came, streaming platforms came about. So it was all these visual mediums that you can go see, the Hulu's and Netflixes and plus AMC and all the movie theaters making a comeback as far as getting people in the seats. So what happened with streaming was everything else became digital. So podcasts became really important, became really relevant. And it says over like 400,000 podcasts or something like that right now. Well, now what's even more popping, even more original is the audio drama format is back. Why? Because you can damn near create a podcast for free. Damn near. Okay, you can go to Anchor. Anchor will drop your podcast to iTunes and Apple Podcasts, all these different little platforms, and you can pretty much get on with a phone in your hand. Okay, now my setup is a little different. I got Final Cut 10 here. I don't use freesounds.com, which some people do. I use an app called Soundly right here. Boom, and I may have a link for y'all for Soundly to get that to y'all if you want to use that to edit your stuff. Once I show you how dope Soundly is, you may want to get that. And then these clips came from filmsupply.com, so you can check them out too. Or you can also go to I went to Stock Nation. This is where I started. It was real budget friendly for me, and I got my practice here. So this I paid one price for this. Hold on, Stock Nation. It's not that one. I just had it. I paid one price for this, and they give it to you for one price, and then there will be some upsells if you want it, or you can say nah, just take the freebies. So boom. All right. So now with this, you get a chance to got different categories: nature, adventure, people, city, sky, animals, and you get some pretty good stuff here. For the more high detail footage, you have to upgrade the package, which I don't even know what the upgrade is. I think, let me see. Does it say here? Let me see if I hit upgrade, if I hit buy, or if I hit download. I hit download. Hold on. Let me see. All right. I don't know what it's doing. I didn't order I don't have the upgrade package. So, okay. I gonna give it to me? It says get video. Maybe it has a watermark on it. Let me see. Well, y'all gave me this? All right. Well, I'm all confused now because this is supposed to be a premium video. I haven't been getting premium videos all this time because I thought it cost more. Maybe I should go relook at my subscription. What am I paying for again? Well, anyway, so I was under the impression that you get all the ones that don't say premium for free, and you can search by category like people, and then you'll get some dope stuff that you can fill in. I use a lot of these things for my blog, not really creating, not really using it for the content that I'm creating. Now, I did use this one right here for a movie that I did, which is pretty dope. But anyway, so I use Film Supply, and you can use something else, but that's what I use for this. All right, and then like I said, for sound effects, I use Soundly. So let's get into it. Okay, why do I think this is important? I think this is important because with the genre being new of audio dramas, and it's not even really new, but people haven't even fully grasped the concept yet. I feel that right now we need to use every single tool or every single resource that we have to try to put it out there to the masses. Like, hey, this is dope. This is fun, and this is how we can get our message across on these platforms. So I wanted to create a visual so I can already set the tone for you by the time you listen to the actual audio drama, which has 0 visuals. Okay, so this is called Reparations. Not really sure when I'll be done with this. Yet at this point, it's going to be amazing to look back at this after season 1 and 2 has been rolling, and then be like, this was the first video that we did about audio dramas, creating buzz, or creating what I'm gonna call this video. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so I don't have all the sound effects here, but I'm walking you through. There's a door chime. Okay, boom. Now, that's all I had, right? I just loaded the footage up yesterday. I started doing some of the sound effects. I got sleepy, took my ass to sleep. Now, I'm going to have gunshots here. Boom, boom, boom. The wind is going to be rustling. Over here, you'll hear soft trumpet music with probably a voiceover overlay of the president talking about his take on the situation. Then we're going to fast forward here to a guy holding a gun. And then we have some panic and some running. There's going to be some heartbeats. Same music right here playing panic and running. And then we're going to get to people walking in the bush. Hold on. All right, cool. And then we'll have there's Brooklyn. Okay. So anyway, okay. Yeah. So I'll have the wind blowing here, all kind of things like that. But so I got a lot of editing to do on that. But what I want to show y'all is how sound is so important. And this is why you have to have your sound together when you doing audio podcasts, because the sound will make or break your experience. I've listened to a couple of podcasts where, not even a couple. Yeah, I mean, it might have been a couple where I knew they had a good topic going, and I knew the storyline was great, and I knew it was just, but the sound lost me. I heard sound effects that I've heard before in different places, and I'm like, oh, okay, so, I've heard that before. It kind of took me out of the experience. And even when you watch a movie, my thing is, if you don't have any sound, if your sound is not legit, it's going to drive you nuts. Okay? So anyway, check this out. So you heard this, right? Now I'm going to show you what it sounds like with the sound off. All right, so I got these clips with zero sound. Like I said, it's just all stock footage. And I'm just going to keep in the ambience noise. Okay, now let's go back to the four-wheelers and let's turn on the noise where we have the guy popping the wheelie. All right, now what's really important about how that sound was portrayed when he popped the wheelie is that when the bike went up, the sound went up. Right there. Okay, that's really important, because that can either be a help when you're looking at a video like this, or it can be a distraction. Like, that the vehicle popped the wheelie and you didn't hear any difference in the sound. That could take you out mentally, and you won't even know why you're not enjoying the program anymore, whether it's something, a movie or a commercial or whatever, or that something like that can keep you immersed. So you got to think, even without the visuals, you have to think that deeply when it comes to putting your sound in your podcast. Now, if you want to do regular narration without the podcast, like, that's cool. I'm a huge fan of audiobooks, period. I would listen to some of the greats, R.C. Bray. I'll listen to, what's my man name? Pierce, James Pierce. Like, I would listen to them dudes, like, till I fall asleep. You know what I mean? Just let these guys just read, and with zero sound effects. And there's a couple more out there too. There's one guy who does a lot of the Star Wars stuff, a lot of General Thrawn. I like his voice too. It's a little lighter, kind of floats a little more on top. But I can listen to those guys all day without sound effects. But if you get into sound effects, you have to know that these pictures have to be painted with sounds. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back on. So boom, hold on. Perfect. All right. Now, come to the store. Okay, so that little bell, I have to put that in there. I'm figure the store had a bell, right? So this is what it sounds like without it. Now he hops over something, which I have to figure out what sound effect I'm gonna put there. Probably like his shoes double time on the floor really quick. There's some rustling of his clothes because he stepped over it. And then see that click? That's the sound effect that I gotta take out. This is an experience or an example of something that you got that doesn't fit, and you don't want anybody like picking that out. Like, even though this is audio, you still don't want someone listening to something that's in your audio program that you're like, where the hell, where did that come from? Why was that there? The brain will go there then, and they'll go be trying to, and they'll try to track down why you put that one sound in there mentally, and then they're missing the storyline. Okay, so even though this is a visual, I gotta take this out because he didn't cock there. One arm is someplace else, the other arm is pulling the gun out, a waistband or a jacket pocket, and it should be a rustle of clothes. All right, so I'll fix that. Now, gunshots, I put those in there because, again, the stock footage has no sound effects. I got it just like that. And then I put the slide popping back as well. So let's take those out. This is what it sound like. That's what it looked like. Okay, so I want to show y'all this right here because even though this is a visual project, this much attention and more needs to be put in the actual audio drama. Now, I can probably get away with a little bit of fluffing it on this because this is the promo material. This is what I'll use to help get people excited about the actual audio podcast called Reparations. Okay, so it's going to be a post-apocalypse podcast, a post-apocalypse story that flashes back and forth to the modern times to kind of paint that picture on how we got to where we are today. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have more videos on producing audio dramas, and I'll probably do an ebook as well. But let me know in the comments like what y'all want to see, if this is a new genre to you. I haven't found a whole lot of material on this subject, so I felt that I need to start putting this out because I'm a teacher by nature. I'm a coach by nature. You know what I mean? I can really help people navigate through this as well as, get some feedback on the material that I'm doing for you all. All right. So anyway, it's your boy, Coach D Matthews, or just D Matthews, or DEEKNOWS. Any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Leave them in the comments. Like I said, give us a thumbs up. Give it a share if you want to see more content like this, just so I know that, there is a need for people wanting to know and really get into audio dramas or the stuff behind it. Because I can go deep. I can do videos and videos upon every segment and aspect between pre-production and getting actors and what my method was and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, y'all. Hope that helps. See y'all next time. Peace.